Today I will be showing you how to generate your geomantic table, your geomantic chart, especially how to generate your mother figure. But this method is the traditional way and the more spiritual inclined method of generating your geomantic table. Like in the previous week video, I've told us that people use dice, and I've also shown us how to use tasking. People use tasking to generate geomantic table. All those ones are also good. They are more, they are like advanced method of, or the modern ways of generating your geometric chart. But this method is more traditional inclined and is more spiritually inclined. In fact, it is a spiritual way of generating your geomantic table. It is more spiritually inclined than the others. While others are like modern way and technologically way of generating geometry. This one is more traditional and as well as more spiritually inclined. In fact, the key word about this particular method is traditional inclined method of generating geomantic table. Which is more spiritually inclined because it aligns with the universal mind. You tender your mind and you are spiritually guided with your hand. So this is this is the way to do it. After the querent has come before you, they has said whatever it needs to say in his hand, in his palm. Then we then use it to rub the sand that you want to use to generate it. After that means that we have said the question into his hand, then transfer the energy in his hand into the sand, use it to rub the sand, everything has been said. Then as a geomancer, then you then begins to cast the seed, sowing seed. Then you begin, how do we do that? I will show you step by step on how to do it more practically. So this is the way to do it. You start by doing this. When you are doing it, you don't need to talk while you are doing this, because talking, it requires your quietness for the universal mind to automatically guide your hand, spiritually guide your hand. Your hands are moving, but you think you are the one doing it, but it is not ordinary. Because this thing we are doing, we are not counting it. So it is. But I'm talking because I, I'm explaining. This is just a demonstrative video, not a real chat. Do you understand? But so just for a lecture or discussion sake. So you need your focus and quietness in order to get this done well. However, as you are doing it, you count this thing you are doing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So because we need just eight rows. So this is the eighth one. So this is all you need to do. So these are the things that will then bring your answer. So your answer is already written here. So we just want to transport, we want to bring them out so that we then tell begins to tell the querying, the seeker, the questioner, the person that bring out the question begins to tell the person what it says. You understand? So, but the question is already written with what you have written here. So we then want to bring it out clearly for you to show. So because the four figures, they are the one that holds the answer. You understand? They will then spread it out in order to read them. Just like you have a book, you cover it. So that four figures is like the book that contains all that you want to say. So by the time you then bring the eighth figure, the ninth figure, and the rest of the figure, that means like you want to be opening it. You understand? So now let's bring out the figures, the four figure. So we begin to be cutting it two by two. So this is two. I cut it. So let me do it fast. You have already gotten figures, but I will show you. We have already gotten some figures, so but I will show you those figures before. So we have already gotten the figure, but look at the way the figure has. This is the first figure. This is so these are the yeah. So these are the figures here. The figure that will then bring them. These are the mother figure here. So before we then transport them back to this place, let me explain it to you. Now, this is the first figure generated. This is the figure. Look at it here. This is 2121. That's the acquisition computer healer. Are you seeing it? Now, this is the first figure. Now, this next figure is this one. Next figure is this one. And what do we have here? This is 1112. 1112. That is Kauda Draconian, and that is Kobdu Karaj. That is Kobdu Karaj. Now, the next one, that is the second figure. The next figure is this one. 1 2 3 4. So you count 1 2 3 4. This is next figure. And what do you have on this next figure? We have what? This is 1 2 1 2. That is I miss you. That is Kobdu Karaj. That is the third figure. Why this is third figure? This is 1 2 3 4. So this is third figure. And what do you get here? This is 2 2 1 2. That is Bayado Albos. We have Albos. So those are the four figure. We then write them out. This is first figure, second, third, and fifth. We then write them right. We rub the sound, then we then write them out. Then we then write them out. So the first one we have is 2 1 2 1. Next one is this, and this. The third one is what do we have there? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. The next one, the fourth one we have is Bayado Albos. So these are the fourth figure. Those are the figure we have here the other time. Those are the things written there. This is where the answer is. They will then want to populate the rest of the chart. They want to bring out the rest of the list as if you want to open them. Now, the same way we transport the answer from here, no, it was written here, the other, all this one are written here. So this one too, what will be here? Because we have 4, this is 4 figure, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the rest of the 4 figure here, making 8 figure. We have other figure here. Now, but this is where we will see the answer, the one that will be on this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now we need what? The fifth figure. Just like the way we bring out here, this is where we bring out the rest of these 8. The rest, the under 4 figure is sitting here. You are not seeing them, but they are here already. Since we have written this all out, under 4 figure is sitting here directly. But how do we then bring them out? Can you see? We are going gradually by gradual. So to bring this one out, just like the way we bring the one that was here out to this place, then we are going to bring this one that is here. We bring it here. They are already sitting there. You understand? So this is what you then bring out. You this is 2 1 1 2. So you then write them out. That is the same thing we did to bring about this one as well. To bring this is 50. To bring out the sixth figure, we then go back to this place. This is 1 1 2 2. So 1 1 2 2. To bring out the seventh figure, we go back to this third row. This is 2 1 1 1. We write it down. 2 1 1 1. To bring out the eighth figure, a figure is sitting here, but we are not seeing it until we then bring it out. Ordinarily, the person that came to bring out to ask this question is not seeing, but as a diviner, you already know how to bring out this thing out. Do you understand? So you know that a figure is, but you now bring it out to make it more feasible. You then go back to this place. This is the fourth row. We bring out. This is 1 2 2 2. That is a doiki. You write it at 1 2 2 2. You have bring out the what eight figure. Now figures are already sitting here as well. Then you want to bring them out. You understand, ba? So how do you bring this one out? This one has to do with what? Addition. Now in this addition here, you add this and this together in order to bring the ninth figure. You add this and this together in order to make the third figure. You add this and this. You add addition. You add fifth and sixth figure in order to get the 11th figure. You had what? Seventh and eighth together in order to get about what? The 12th figure. So this is what we will then do now. Now this the simplest principle of this addition is this: whenever the dot, we call it seed, all these dot, we call it, these are dot dot dot. Whenever the dot are 3, you write 1 dot down. Whenever the dot are 2, you write 2 dot. Whenever the dot are 4, you write 2 dot. It's only when the dot are 3 that you write 1 dot. So this is what, to put it in application, this is, we are adding these two together. So this 1 2 3, these are this will give us what? 1, because this and this is 2, that will give us 2. This and this is 3, will give us 1. This and this is 3, give us what? 1. This and this is 3, give us 1. This and this is 4, give us 4. This and this is 2, give us 2. This and this is 4, give us what? 4. So we move to this one. This and this is 3, will give us 1. This and this is 2, will give us 2. This and this is 3, will give us 1. This and this is 4, will give us what? 2. So this and this is 3, will give us what? 1. This and this is 3, give us 3 1. This and this is 3, will give us 1. This and this is 3, give us 1. So we come back to say this is 9 and 10. We add 9 and 10 together, now to get in 13th house. So this and this is 2, give us 2. This and this is 4, give us 2. This and this is 3, give us 1. This and this is 3, give us 1 as well. So we add the 11th and what? The 12th together to give us 1. So this and this is 2, give us 2. This and this is 3, will give us 1. This and this is 2, will give us 2. This and this is 3, will give us what? 1. So we then add this and the what? The 13 together. So this and this and this will give us what? 2. This and this will give us 1. This and this will give us 1. This and this will give us what? 2. So we added this and this together to get this whole figure. So now to get, we need a 16 figure, that a figure is sitting here, so we need to bring it out. So we add this first figure, the first figure, and 15 figures together in order to get 16. So if you add this and this together to give us 2 2 1 1, give us 2 2 1 1. So basically we have generated a 16 figure. So, and I hope you understand how this is generated without having any mistake. So that is how to generate 16 figure. And immediately you generate your 16 figure, you generate your table, your geometry chart. You look at this 15th house. You understand? But this is the house you look at into in order to know if there's a mistake. There are certain figures that cannot sit on this particular 15th house. Once that figure sit there, it means that there's a mechanical mistake. There are mistake there. You understand that? But I will talk about that in another video and another discussion. So, but I hope you understand fully well on how to bring about this. But one thing you need to basically understand about this figure generation is that the figures are sleeping, you are waking them up. The figures are sleeping, you are waking them up. Questions is lying down. When the question is not has not been answered, it keep on in silent mode. That is the same way. You remember when we wanted to bring the figure here, there were lining up this way the other time. The first, these four figures you are seeing here, they were line up that we then bring them out here. You understand? But we align them out. This same figure, they are sitting here. Look at it. We then transport them from here. We make them sit. This one too, from here. This is 1, 1, 2, 2. We make them sit. That's what we have there. This one too, they are just all this figure, this dot, they are like seed. They are sitting there, something you drop on the floor. So we then they are like things you drop on the ground or on the floor. You then make them to sit, you transport them. You make them to sit, you transport them. This one, you make this one too. All this one, you make them to sit, you transport them. You give us this one. You make this one too to sit all the way from here. This 2, 1, 1, 1, you make them to sit. There is it sit. This one like lying down already lifelessly. These ones are lying down lifelessly. You understand? You then transport them. You understand? That is the simplest explanation about this. They are sitting, they are sleeping. So you make them to sit so that they can get your question answered. You understand? But so that is because how we come about all this dot or we think as an explanation. But we get there when we get there, or when we get to that discussion, we'll talk more about that. But I just want you to understand how they are formulated, and I believe it is well explained and you understand them perfectly well. So if there's any question, you can always ask. Thank you and God bless you.